Live your life within the moment, and don't go wait until the morning. You never know when it is over. All that I know is we'll get older. So let us dance this side away. Bodies move to the groove and the light that flickers. We get lost in the crowd, it's getting thicker. But get away from the drinks and chatter. Haven't said a word, but it doesn't matter. Feel the air getting red. Standing in a blurry dream. No one else can see us. Live your life within the moment, and don't go wait until the morning. You never know when it is over. All that I know is we'll get older. So let us dance this night away.
Hi, I'm Karl Marx. You're watching JJDrones on YouTube. Somebody tell Sadie to shut the hell up. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Put that damn dog in a crate. This is what Karl Marx does when he's not working on RVs at JJDrones. Thank you for watching,
And
we love you.
peace.
Now my wheels in motion and my windows open with the wind blowing in my hair. I'm driving down the highway, gonna do this my way. I can feel it in the air. Here I go.
Live from the Volvo 780 studios in anywhere USA. This is JJ Drones Live. And now, here's JJ Drones.
And it's JJDrones Live, and we have technical issues, so give me 1 second, everybody. All right, that should fix the problem. And welcome to the train wreck. Thank you, everybody, for coming in today. We have got baby girl Haley Johnson. Off the Hook Outdoors, we got Ted. We've got Dave from Gotta Love Thailand. We've got Stormy Sky Real Productions. And TJ Giggles and Drones was in here earlier. Robert Mac Media, thank you all for coming in today. Appreciate you all being here. If you would like to have one of your videos featured on my website, you can email me, Jason at JJDrones360.com. And for everything JJ Drones related, go to JJDrones360.com. And here is the big one, everybody. Go to JJDrones360.com/Amazon1 if you're going to be doing any shopping on Amazon, because all of the proceeds that I get from you shopping using my links is going to go towards Wreaths Across America. So go and do that today if you're going to be doing any of your shopping on Amazon. And if you would like to submit your video like some of the people did today for Blinker Flu of the Week, email Dan, droningveteran@gmail.com. And if you would like to order some of Haley's coasters, they're $10 each. Just go to my PayPal, paypal.me/JJDrones, and let us know what you want on the coasters, and give us your address. And Haley will make them, and then she will ship them out. Everybody that's been getting them has been absolutely loving them. Thank you, everybody, for coming to the program today. We have a packed house backstage. And not only is it a packed house, but we have a very special guest today that hasn't been with us for a while. But we're going to go ahead and bring everybody up. So let's welcome back to the program, who has been away for a while, Dan, the droning veteran.
What's up, everyone?
And then we've got Brian from Cheesehead Media.
Ready.
And last but certainly not least, the man, the myth, the legend. He's way too beautiful for Cell Block A. His name's Karl Marx. I mean, Dan even gave you the round of applause, Karl.
I know, right?
And I will, you're going to have to forgive me because you can ask Dan. I've been putting the show together all the way up to the last second.
Last second. It's not even finished yet.
No, it's not. So
Got his blinker fluid.
I do have the blinker fluid with me today. So I am down here in Las Vegas. I've got really crap reception. Okay, so if something goes wonky on me, I apologize in advance because right now it has been awful, and that's because we've got what's the hurricane's name, Karl?
Hillary? I mean, Hillary.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dan. I didn't know your name was Karl.
I know. I had to jump in on it.
But we've got Hurricane Hillary, and because of Hurricane Hillary, we got people. I'm here for you guys, okay? We've got people out in the field. We've got reporters posted everywhere. So it is our breaking news segment. That's right. It's Hurricane 2023. Let's go to our hurricane correspondent out in the field.
Diane, I'm hearing. Thank you, Tricia. Stay tuned for further.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry about that. The winds are blowing kind of hard out there. So oh my gosh.
Similar on Isabel.
Oh, did you?
I did.
Really?
It was pretty cool.
Well,
it didn't hit me, but I seen the sign going.
I mean, we gotta have fun. Robert Mack, thank you for coming in. Peterson's Farms in Nashville, thank you for coming in. And Simply Nanette, thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate your support. We do not have a video from Sadie this week, but Sadie put in a video last week, so we're going to go ahead and play that because Sadie the Sleeping Spaniel is our weekly sponsor of our Blinker Fluid of the Week segment. And this week's flavor of the week is cherry pie. Cherry pie.
Hey everybody, it's Sadie the Sleeping Spaniel, and I am happy to be here again to introduce the Blinker Fluid of the Week segment. And I'm very happy to see that all of the guys are going to be coming in to talk about the auction for Al's Outdoors next Saturday at 8 Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. So here is our Blinker Fluid of the Week.
And it's Blinker Fluid of the Week. And we are going to bring up our Blinker Fluid of the Week segment video.
Let's get into it.
And this week is exciting because we've got Cheesehead Media versus Karl Marx. And we're going to throw Dan in the center just because we got to have Dan in there. It's contractual. So we've got Karl. Are you excited to have your first ever Blinker Fluid of the Week? shown here today.
He can hardly stay in the seat.
He can't. That's how excited he is. I mean, if you have to have a potty break, let me know, Carl. Okay.
Okay.
So here we go with number 1 from Brian. Hey, it kind of looks like over here right now. Everything looks normal. And Brian's coming to a stop. Oh, I guess it's not normal.
Looks like some red light.
Brian, what is the problem with that one?
I don't know. Left turns on red, solid red light.
I mean, red lights are suggestions. Dan's already talked. Okay, now this is Carl's video. Now that school bus.
And the box truck.
Yeah.
School bus.
I actually think that's more Carl's fault. Yep. Yeah, that's Carl's fault. That's gotta be. I mean, the box truck was one, but I mean, the school bus, if it would have continued on going straight, it would have probably hit that pedestrian that was just on the other side of that barrier there. That wouldn't have been good, Carl. That would have been paperwork that you would have had to deal with. Hey, Dan, this looks like a beautiful drive out there in Utah. Just absolutely gorgeous. Nothing could absolutely go wrong here. Oh, well, wait a second. Oh, he needs to go to the bathroom, Dan. So just let him go. Yeah, he didn't have it. He doesn't. If you don't have your case of blinker fluid at home, you need to get some. You should. Now, Dan, that was really your fault. If you would have stopped and offered him some blinker fluid, I think he would have definitely used it.
Yes, most definitely. I should have done that.
I think that was the problem. So thank you.
I'll know better next time. Thank you for the advice.
So I'm going to put it into the chat now. Number 1, 2, and 3. Number 1 is Brian's video, and Brian's video had people at that Brian was obviously judging for not taking the suggestion of the red light to turn left. And then number 2, Carl. Yep. And Carl, I mean, he was just, he was responsible for that box truck and that bus and what they were doing because he's Karl Marx. I mean, wait a second. Can we? Yeah. I mean, look at that beautiful face right there. He's way too beautiful for cell block A. He gets the upgrade to cell block C. And then then we got Dan's video where it was really his fault because he didn't offer the driver of the pickup any of his blinker fluid. I mean, is it really getting to the point where we have to, just keep it to ourselves, Dan?
I was hoarding it.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm asking. Is it getting to the point? Do we need to manufacture more so we're not hoarding it anymore?
Manufacture more,
Okay,
like
all right.
paper.
Okay. Well, I will get with the powers that be, and we'll.
Toilet paper stage right now.
Yes, Brian.
I'm just going to ask Carl, was that in Chicago? Did I see the Chicago skyline in the background there?
Yeah, that was right in downtown.
Well, I would expect nothing less from my friend south of the chairboard, so that video I think should be disqualified immediately.
No, wait a second, Brian. We need to get a clarification. Was that in the city or the state of Chicago?
The city.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Well, then it's
There
good.
you go.
I mean, if it would have been in the state of Chicago, it would have been disqualified, but since
That-
it's in the city.
That's right. No, we're good. We're good. All right. So Carl and I ended up spending a lot of time laying down together this week, and it's not what you're thinking.
Oh, it is. I won't tell.
Well, you better not, Dan, because, don't ask, don't tell. But we had a project. Well, I had a project. And I called up Carl, and I said, and we were talking for a while, and I told him what my project was, and he was going to be on vacation all week. And I was like, hey, why don't you come up and give me a hand? And at first, he needed a little bit of coaxing, a little massaging, offering, large amounts of cash. So Haley, we're in debt to Carl for many, many years. But
Breakfast chicken.
he did end up leaving with a helping of breakbush chicken or two. Right. And so it actually spurred a conversation that I wanted to have on the show. What would be some of your worst do-it-yourself projects that you've ever had? And Dan, yes, Haley, we did pay him in chicken and sweet corn. Yeah. So we're going to talk about some of our worst possible do-it-yourself projects that we've ever had, and we're going to start with Dan, and we're going to work around the panel here. So Dan, what's your worst do-it-yourself project you ever done?
So many to list. I don't know, actually. They putting in the water filter for the house. It was a fun cussing experience. But we have filtered water, so it worked out.
Well, there you go. And Ted is enjoying his breaded chicken from Breakbush right now as well. So,
and you're not sharing?
Well, he's willing to share. You just have to go to Pennsylvania. Brian.
Anything plumbing related, that just becomes a mess. Electrical, I'll do all day long. Plumbing, yeah, I try to avoid it like the plague.
Poop don't go uphill. That's all you got to know.
Right?
Fridays on Friday.
And Carl, what would you say is your worst experience doing a do-it-yourself project?
I think my worst would be, well, I got two, but one was finding a leak in the house from the upstairs bathroom, and so then that I'll be doing some of the sealing in the kitchen, that in the bathroom, and then on the upstairs floor. And then somehow or another, we got into tearing down all the wallpaper and around the whole house and painting the house. So it was one, event that led to another. And then I guess my second one was tearing down a deck and then bricklaying a patio.
Oh yeah, that one.
That was fun.
Now, is that project done?
Yeah, it's done.
Oh, okay. Good. Because I was going to offer to help you with that deck. So, I'm glad that I helped you complete it. So, congratulations. We do, before we go forward, I do have a message that just came across the wire from Cypress up there in Utah. Cypress, what did you have to say?
Cypress wanted me to let you know, Jason, that he is very upset at you because you did not come and say hello today, and he had to eat a rat instead. That is all.
Poor Cypress. Poor Cypress. Yeah, he's very upset. So he doesn't have any DIY projects, but he was upset that I didn't stop and be eaten. I get that.
Give you a squeeze.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, absolutely. So my worst DIY project was probably the one that I was actually working with plumbing. And it really wasn't even the plumbing. It turned into plumbing. You see, I wanted to replace the tub surround in our bathroom. So in order to pull the tub surround, I asked a whole bunch of people, watched a bunch of YouTube videos, and they said, "Oh yeah, you should be able to get it done in a couple hours." Well, I pulled the old tub surround off, and then I had no idea that you needed to like sand the old drywall behind it. And then I didn't have the right sandpaper or whatever, and I didn't have the right stuff to put the new tub surround on. And when I actually took the old surround off, I was changing out the knobs for the bathtub, and I didn't know to shut the water off first, so I had water spraying out into the bathroom. So that ended up being a 3-day project, kind of like the one that Carl and I ended up doing.
Yeah.
So Carl, why don't you tell the audience kind of what we were looking at on this project?
So you had this unit of paper underneath was, I think you said it was a hydraulic.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, the whole thing was leaking, which then put weight on the plastic, which started going, and then the seams were coming off. So we had to take all that off. And
yes.
Which it wasn't bad. Like I said, the demolition wasn't horrible.
No, the demolition part was the easiest part of the entire project.
Right. Yeah, a lot of bolts and washers, and it was all one piece. So, and then getting dripped down with all the hydraulic fluid and moisture turned into, it was drops of water, you're getting wet. The weather was good for it, though. That was one good thing. It wasn't too hot,
Right. Yeah. Now, the weather was super hot after you went home on Tuesday, by the way. So thank you for, turning the thermostat up when you left. I appreciate that.
Carl.
Yeah, it was almost 100 here today.
So we took that entire underbelly off of the RV. Now this RV is 46 feet long, and the underbelly probably stretched like 42 feet of this entire RV. And I did a video, so I'm not going to give away all of the things that happened during it. But the cost of all of the materials and everything was right around $600, and a quote that I had to get it replaced was around $1,500. So Carl coming and helping me actually saved me around $900. So definitely appreciated that. But we had a few moments there where I think Carl was about ready to pop my head off of my shoulders.
I don't believe it. Yeah, I do.
Well, the mission was to get it all done in one day.
Right.
I mean, I could have stayed, which I did. But
yes.
The goal was to get it all done in one day.
Right.
And it probably would have happened that way if we didn't have to take a couple trips to the Home Depot.
Or you're forgetting the most important part, the fact that we had to secure all of the wiring underneath that trailer.
Right. That's what took the longest.
Yeah.
All these wires everywhere. So trying to put them all kind of, somewhat, make sure they're not going to hang up on things. Or he had great things around the leaf springs that went around the axle, and it was and so we got that all cleared up. Everything. Then I never really want to touch a zip tie again.
Hey, Boxy Outdoors, thank you so much for coming in. And that reminds me, while Boxy is in here, last night we had this very, very successful auction that Ted from Off the Hook Outdoors and Boxy Outdoors and Mark J. Larson put together. I was just there basically to share pictures. And they raised right around $10,000 for Al over there on Al's Outdoors. Unofficially, that's not an official number, so don't quote me on that. But right now they're looking for names and addresses from the people that actually won the bids. So if you guys were able to win an item during the auction last night, and you're not sure if you gave them your address, email Boxy. It's Boxy, Boxie 30 at yahoo.com, Boxy30 at yahoo.com, and give him your information, because they want to get that stuff out within the next couple weeks. So appreciate you being in here, Boxy, and thank you, because my mind kind of went off into like 18 different directions. Thank you for coming in, Christian. Appreciate you being here. Now, so Dan, have you ever been underneath your RV?
I have, actually. I still have I did a temper repair on it. So when we just bought it, we was pulling it, and we actually drove over. There was something in the road, and as it was in the road, it flipped up and ripped off the power plug, the light switch, or not the light.
Oh,
switch,
wow!
The light plug. And
yep.
So I lost all lights, and by the time I got home, I found out that when it ripped out the plug and it went underneath the trailer, it went up and through the trailer. So a little patch job, but
just a little bit. Now, with the underbelly material, when hydraulic oil seeps into the insulation, I know this is going to surprise everybody. So, try and, stay seated and don't fall out of your seats. But when you leave hydraulic oil on top of another material, and it soaks into the insulation and then also seeps down into the plastic / cardboard material, it seems to basically make that material disintegrate around all of the places where it actually attaches to the trailer. Would that be pretty accurate there, Carl?
Yeah, he described it pretty well.
You want to know the solution to that?
What's that, Dan?
Be like me. Don't have a trailer that has hydraulic oil.
Oh, there you go. Congratulations, Dan. You have the right answer. That was the correct answer we were looking for today. So congratulations. You're going to be going home with you're going to be going home with your own bottle of cherry pie flavored blinker fluid of the week. So so we ended up going from 6:30 in the morning on Monday until around 10:30 at night Monday night, and then at that point we were being carried away by the mosquitoes, and weren't able to stay underneath the trailer because the mosquitoes were pulling us out by our toes.
Right.
So Carl was nice enough to go and get permission from his wife Chrissy, I love you. Thank you for letting me have Carl for one more day. And then we started again 6 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday. And then Carl stayed until around 10 o'clock when I had to go to a meeting. And by then we had all of the panels on the bottom of the RV. So I do have a video, so you guys are gonna have to check out the video so you can see what it ended up looking like. But after he left, then I took some. There's a Gorilla Tape, and Carl knows what I'm talking about because we fought with that stuff on like the first couple panels because we were gonna tape as we went. And Carl, was that tape easy to work with or difficult?
It was difficult. Yeah, I mean, it stuck on the panels really good, but actually get it on the panels, it was difficult.
Well, Gorilla Tape calls it permanent Gorilla Tape, and it's all-weather permanent Gorilla Tape. And to try and get it off the roll is like trying to take candy from Dan or cheese from Brian. It's not going to happen.
I'll give you the cheese.
But so we had a lot of fun trying to get that out, and then when I tried to do it myself, it made it all the more fun, Carl.
I hope you got that on video.
No. Sorry. But after I put all the Gorilla Tape on all the seams, and I went over it again with Flex Seal, which I still have remnants on my fingers of the Flex Seal. And then after I got done doing that, then I went ahead and did another round with the great stuff. Any place that there was a big gap, like around the axles or around the drain tube for the freshwater tank, just put some great stuff in there and actually let it dry overnight. Took it out for a test drive the next day. And then I sent Carl a picture of what it looked like underneath. And Carl said, looks like you screwed up.
It held together. We did good.
Yes. Carl did really, really well helping me. Neither one of us knew what we were doing. I only knew what I was doing from YouTube videos, and Carl was going into it blind. So he brought up all of his tools that were spare so that he didn't ruin his good tools, which was very smart. Thank you, Carl. And
Nice.
and I got to use my impact wrench for the first time, or not impact wrench, but my impact drill, Milwaukee impact drill, the first time since I bought it like 3 years ago. So that was a lot of fun.
We didn't lose any tools in the process of.
We didn't. Well, you did. You lost 2 tools.
Well, I don't really count those. Those were just kind of.
Well, we've got. Well, you didn't really lose them because I know where they are.
Right.
Let's put it that way.
They're inside the RV.
They're sitting in my dad's garage. I think Carl's leaving them there so that he comes back for more sweet corn. I think that's his plan.
Right, exactly.
But he did send me a picture of a burger that he made with the sweet corn when he got home, and he said it was the best sweet corn that he's ever had.
It was.
Just rub it in, Carl. Just rub it in.
Let's see. Haley said, I sure enough picked up some tools off the ground out there. Yeah, and they were probably mine, more than likely. Well, at least the scissors were my dad's that I was using. I was still using the kitchen shears because they worked a lot better than the actual tool shears to cut the tape. So I don't know what the heck the deal was on that, but definitely appreciated that. Oh, wait a second. We're having another update from Hurricane Central 2023. Going back to our reporter in the field.
Diane, I'm hearing. Thank you, Trisha. Stay tuned for further.
Yeah, it hasn't gotten any better. So, there's not really much else we can do.
I hope you tied down the truck.
Well, it is, duct tape to the truck next to me. So I think we'll be good.
No worries.
So Brian was actually in the auction last night, and he auctioned off this beautiful print. And I just wanted to give him props because that print that he made, or that he had made right there, went for $90 in the auction last night. So congratulations, Brian. You did a great job with that. So
That's awesome.
Oh, and it's green, so he has to hold it up next to him. Thank you so much for coming in, Mom. Not a problem. Okay, so that will mount on the wall, or
there's a wooden stand that.
Oh, okay.
Well, so they can do either one with it, but yeah, it's I don't know if you can really tell, it's printed on wood. So
it's beautiful.
Yeah, very well done. Thank you. I was shocked by how much it really went for. I was not expecting that at all.
Well, I think that everybody was really looking to help out Al, and you can go to Al's. If you want to help Al right now, you can go to his YouTube channel, Al's Outdoors. Dan has put it in the chat. And you can watch some of his videos, and his PayPal is also up there on his YouTube. So if you want to put a donation out there for him using his PayPal, you can do that as well. Carl, I just wanted to say a big thank you to you. My dad and I are actually working on something to thank you for all of your hard work. So you're going to have something coming in the mail a couple weeks. So be looking for that. Yes, run. It'll be an invitation for you to come back.
Yeah, right.
And work on something else.
Don't open it.
My dad wanted to know were your screwdrivers orange, and Dad, he actually told me not to worry about it. That's a throwaway. So we can keep it and frame it,
Right.
and
Did he autograph it? I hope he autographed it.
Ooh. Would Karl Marx autograph it and auction it off for Wreaths Across America?
I could do that, yes.
There we go. It'll be the actual screwdriver that was used on the time that Carl and Jason laid under a trailer for 24 hours. So
That's awesome.
So we're gonna get that. We're gonna figure out a way to get that done. I'm gonna get that screwdriver to Carl, and we're gonna get him to sign it, and then we're gonna auction that off. And speaking of auctioning, I still have to get a picture of it, but we do have the quilt from 906 Quilting Services. She did finish the quilt for Wreaths Across America, and we are going to auction that off as well. That's either going to be in next month or October. Not really sure when I'm going to be doing that yet, but because I want to do it in the months where people are actually going to use it, right? So be paying attention to that, because it's going to be great to be able to do that. Ted says you can also help out if you can't donate. Yeah, that's what I said, Ted. If you can't donate any money to Al's Outdoors, just go to his channel and watch his videos, because he is monetized. And every time that you go watch one of his videos, he's going to make money on that video. So go watch one of his playlists overnight or something, because it just helps him out. And I know some information about his situation, and it's not something that I'm privy to share with anybody, but I can just tell you that he's very thankful for all of the assistance that he got yesterday. So those guys did a fantastic job. So we got anybody in the chat that has a really bad home improvement story, put it in the chat and let us judge you, because that's what we're here for. Right, Carl?
Right.
So, and Dan has been gone for the past couple weeks. Dan, what have you been up to?
Oh, well, you buy the wife a side-by-side and you go have some fun.
Oh, okay. Oh, so Haley thinks that I need to tell everybody about our water heater.
Oh, the water heater.
While the truck gets shaken around like a rag doll. Okay. So our water heater went out on us, and at the time we were just basically broke, living very much living paycheck to paycheck. And she called me up and she said the water heater was just shot, and I wasn't sure how we were going to replace it. But we went to Home Depot and we just have an electric water heater. And so we found another electric water heater that was basically the same size as the one that we already had. And so I ordered it online, I believe. I either ordered it online or picked it up. I don't remember which way it went. But Haley, her responsibility was to empty the old one. And I came home. And when I came home to move the old one from its spot, she emptied the upper chamber, but she did not empty the lower chamber. And I tried to move it, not realizing that was taking place. So it about crushed me. And then Haley came down. Okay, Haley says, I was trying to bathe the dog covered in poop and there was no hot water. I went downstairs to standing 2 inches of water. So that's how it all got started. But I tried to move it and it wasn't going anywhere. And then Haley and I both tried to move it and about fell down and crushed the both of us. So, but I finally got mad and just threw it on the ground and let it roll. And then we went out, got the new water heater and put it in. And it wasn't something that was very difficult to do. I mean, you hook up the electric the same way you hook up anything else electric, positive, negative, and then you hook up the water to it, and you got a hot water heater that works. So that was something that Haley and I did on our own, but it was very intimidating at first. So, but I'm glad that I did it, because now if something happens in the future, we know how to do it. But if we had a gas one, definitely couldn't have done that. Oh, it looks like I have a special hurricane report in my email, according to Paul. Oh, wait a second. I was looking at the wrong email. Let's see here. All right, so here. And then, let's see.
I hope Paul still has his tinfoil. I would hate to see that blow away.
I'm pretty sure that he probably lost it.
Oh.
But we're gonna find out here shortly. I am beaming it down from the mothership. Sorry. Usually I hit the
so
cough
while we're
button, but
waiting, I will share a home improvement story.
yes, sir.
So the wife wanted a bidet, and
Oh yeah, I remember this one.
Yes, and well, I got it all installed. Turned the water back on. No leaky. I was super excited. Well, let's test it out. I quickly learned you need a 5-gallon bucket to test it out. Just... I was glad it was clean.
Yes, absolutely. And like I said, we've got reporters all over the state of California with our continuing hurricane coverage. Hurricane 2023, Hurricane Hillary. Let's go to our correspondent out in the field, Paul C.
I don't know if you can hear it. There's hurricane force winds happening in California. It's like 50. Can you hear it?
Don't blow away, Paul.
And that was our correspondent Paul out out in the field.
Hey, tie a belt to your pipes, and I watched Twister. I know.
Yes, that works 100% all the time. And yes, Dad, I am shut down for the night. I am down here in Las Vegas. I've got deliveries tomorrow morning. So tomorrow is going to be an interesting day for me because I've got a delivery in Las Vegas and I have a delivery in Rancho. And I have no idea whether or not the high desert area is going to be completely flooded and not able to be driven through. So that's going to be interesting. Right?
You have a big boat. You're good.
Well, that's true. Oh, and then if you guys haven't seen it yet, there is a short on my YouTube channel where the new JJDrones studios has arrived.
Beautiful.
Fake news. Thank you, Robert Mack. You called us out. I have to apologize. That was fake news. The winds weren't anywhere near that strong. But anyways, we do have the new JJDrones studios. And so once I get that all switched over, we're going to do a full review on that truck. And I'm going to have to do a new intro because it's not going to be the Volvo 780 studios anymore. Paul says, you got to work with what you got. That's what I learned from CNN.
True that, Paul.
So Carl, what did you learn from your experience of doing a project with JJDrones up in the UP of Michigan?
Probably don't answer the phone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's probably, yes. That was also the correct answer. Now, I don't know if it's, let's see whose audio is clipping because somebody is just, all I'm getting is clicks.
Yeah,
Carl, say something.
Something?
Okay, yeah, your audio is clicking every time you talk. Try that.
Hang on.
Well, it's just because he's such a happy guy. It's like...
Right? Robert Mack says that I should be okay in Ontario, Rancho Cucamonga. That was one of his areas for many years. Oh, that would be awesome. And then my dad says, can't hear Carl.
Hang on a second.
Blooper,
okay,
real.
This is live streaming, folks. This is the high quality show that you get here on JJDrones.
Welcome to the train wreck.
That's right. And that's why I have Brian here. That way it's officially a train wreck. Because I've got the train. And then I've got me. I'm just a wreck. When is Carl going to make a studio? And you see, that's the other thing. Carl needs to start a YouTube channel because he's very talented with doing different projects. In fact, he's working on a project right now. It's like a 1980 something car that he got. And I think he's going to show us his.
Hang on. Right.
We're getting a tour of his backyard right now, folks.
Right. Maybe there's something in the house.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the clicking's kind of gone away now. It could just be the Apple. You know, you put those 3-year-olds in charge of making phones, and that's the kind of quality you get. That's all I'm saying.
That's kind of below the belt, Jason.
What's that, Dan?
I said that's kind of below the belt.
Well, yeah, I know. But that's where I hit.
That's true.
Do you want me to bring up all the security vulnerabilities that were released last week by both Google for their Android operating system and Apple for their iOS operating system?
Oh,
I can show you which one is better.
That's an entire show all on its own.
I never said which one worked better. I just said which one was more secure.
Oh, okay. Well, neither one of them are secure. I can tell you that right now. So, Carl, when are you starting your YouTube channel?
I got some work to do on that still.
Okay. So, I'm going to make him make a YouTube channel at some point. He's definitely going to have to make one because let's face it, the man is talented. You should have seen him going up and around the axles. I mean, he was contorting like I think he probably could have done like the human pretzel at some point because I'm telling you what, Carl, you know what? I love you, brother. And, what you did to help me out was just phenomenal. I couldn't have done it myself, even though watching YouTube videos makes you think that you can. You can't. If you have a 42-foot RV, you can't do it yourself. Get a friend. Get an army of friends. And you can maybe get it done in a day. Right. But so you are going to get something in the mail once I get home. And I get with my dad because you definitely deserve it, and taking time out of your vacation time really meant a lot to me, and I do appreciate it very much.
Well, you're welcome. Happy to help you out.
Haley says, Paul, see, that's not just a non-California house. Oh, Paul says that's all the union money buying that big house he's got. Robert Mack says morning traffic on 15 South is terrible from Victorville to 10 freeway, usually Monday through Thursday. And I can concur with that, Robert. It's usually bad on Sunday night, too. And Jason sounds like a Democrat making people do things. Well, no, not a Democrat, just a union steward. Union steward. Let's get that straight. But we do have the votes in for Blinker Fluid of the Week. Is everybody ready to find out who the winner is? And yep. I'm nervous.
Me too.
I'm nervous. Because, I put everybody at fault on that one. So we're going to have to see who the winner is. So let's do the drum roll. And the winner is Karl Marx with his video of the bus, number 2.
Awesome.
Congratulations, Karl.
Yeah.
So Carl, how do you feel with your first ever submission to the Blinker Flute of the Week and winning the first time against a seasoned veteran like Brian?
Yeah, it's a good feeling. I have to do it again.
Brian, how does it feel to be a loser?
The video was taken in Illinois, in Chicago. I'm not a loser. It's perfectly normal down there. In fact, I kind of expected it.
And the bus driver that was driving that bus is going to be provided with a cherry pie flavored Blinker Flute of the Week. Make sure you get yours today if you are having difficulties driving. And thank you to Sadie the Sleeping Spaniel for continuing to sponsor our segment. And we're getting to the end of the show, guys. And so I just wanted to say, Dan, I'm sorry for your bidet. I really am.
It was a wet experience.
It definitely was. And Brian, I'm with you with the plumbing, brother. I mean, when it comes to plumbing, it is probably the worst thing that you can ever do. I'd probably rather put shards of glass underneath my fingernails rather than do plumbing. So I'm with you there. And then Carl, doing that underbelly on that trailer was a pain in the rear end, but you know what? I actually did feel a sense of accomplishment after driving it around and seeing that it didn't fall apart because
we did good.
Because we did good.
Right, exactly.
Driving 5 miles an hour doesn't count.
Dan, you caught me again. He's always going out there and catching me on my stuff.
Right.
Haley says you can support Al and his wife by running playlists in the background overnight or just watching his videos, and she posted his channel link in the chat. So definitely go check out Al's Outdoors. Before we leave,
that's great content too.
Yes, before we leave, here is the update of the Wreaths Across America. We're at $1,410 in donations. So that is 82 wreaths right now, guys. So
wow, we're getting close to the neon lights.
We are, and that is $1,750 is the number that we're trying to reach, so that my dad has to kick in another $250. So if you're not a big fan of my dad, donate. And
don't forget to subscribe to Brian.
That's right.
Media.
If you don't like Brian, definitely go subscribe to him, because I don't. How long is that running for, Brian?
Subscribe at least three times. 3 times at least.
Say that again, Brian.
Until November 1st. So we started out at 480. I'm up to 502 subscribers. So that's 22 subscribers. That's $22 so far.
There we go. So definitely. So if you do not like Brian, go to his channel and subscribe, because that's just going to make him open up his wallet even more, because every time that he gets a new subscriber, he's going to donate $1 to the Wreaths Across America Fund. And Brian, I know I haven't told you this, so I'm going to tell you this now, that whatever you donate to Wreaths Across America, I will match and due to the 22 what is the 22 mission 22. I'm sorry.
22. Yes.
Yes. So anything that you donate to Wreaths Across America, I'm going to match and give towards mission 22 for our veterans that need help because of mental disorders coming back from the wars that we put them in. So that's a huge accomplishment for Brian to actually be over 500 subscribers too, because he's been really trying to get that hard. So congratulations to Brian, and thank you to everybody in the chat that has subscribed to Brian, because if it wasn't for you, none of that would have been possible. So thank you very much.
And I'll second that. I will also donate whatever you donate to Wreaths Across America to Mission 22.
There you go.
Thank you, Dan.
It's a great cause as well.
Yes, absolutely. So, guys, we've actually reached our hour mark. We're going to let everybody take and give a last. Oh, and TJ is almost at 400 subscribers. So go ahead and check out TJ Giggles and Drones out there on YouTube as well. Dan, what's your last word, Dan?
Stay safe and use your blinkers.
Brian?
Be on my show.
I just want to thank everyone for the support, whether it was if you were part of that auction last night and the bid of my photo, my print that I donated to Al. Please, everyone, go to Al's website or his YouTube channel, watch him. Everyone who's supporting me here on JJ's channel, subscribing to me, thank you very much. I'm very grateful and very humbled by all the support I've gotten the last couple of months.
And I was going to let Carl give his last word, but he petered out. So, well, I guess we're going to go out with the final hurricane update.
Diane, I'm hearing. Thank you, Trisha. Stay tuned for further.
We'll see you later on down the road. Bye, everybody.